There are so many USB microphones out there that it's overwhelming when you're trying to pick one. What does the FIFINE K052 have to offer? Let's find out. Hello, I'm Landon. This is Lando27 Tech. Take a moment, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and click like on the video if you did like the video. If you didn't like the video, click unlike or dislike, whatever the other one, thumbs down, right? Whatever that one is, who cares? All right, before I continue, I'd like to say thank you to FIFINE for sending this out to me to review and demo. Really appreciate it, thank you. I've demoed a couple FIFINE microphones in the past. If you want to check those out, take a look at the, I'll put them in the cards, you can check them out. And they all sounded FIFINE to me. Sorry. So the point of this kind of video is to go over the microphone, talk about the specs, and do some sound tests. And then you can decide for yourself if this is something that's worth it for you. This is what I'd consider an ultra low budget microphone. You can see they sell it on Amazon.com, Amazon.ca. You can check my affiliate link below if you did want to buy it. When you use an affiliate link, the price doesn't change for you. And it gives me a little perk for the site so I can do more videos like this. The point of this video is for you to decide if you like the sound of this. So FIFINE says this is aimed for people that want to do gaming on a Mac or PC, podcasting, and for YouTubers, something like that. It's not targeted towards musicians or music. I like to always do a music test on my other channel, Lando27 Music. If you haven't checked out that channel, take a look. And I will do a musical test with this as well for this channel, but I'll mainly focus on what it's designed for. So I'll break this video up into 3 parts. You can check the timestamps below. The first part will be going over the specs and talking about all the features. The second part will be doing some sound tests. That'll include speaking and a little bit of audio from a guitar. And then we'll wrap everything up, let you know what I think about it, and go from there. All right, so yeah, again, check the timestamps if you want to skip ahead and if you want to look at a certain part or move back and forth. Okay, so for this part of the video, you're actually hearing the microphone. The audio is all from the K052. So I'm at FIFINE's website. It's fifinemicrophone.com. Thought I'd go over the specs just really quickly to give you a summary of everything. And I always show the official site because it's the best way to get the real specs and not make any typos. I've done that in the past, so hey. So you can see the dimensions here. It's 12 inches long, 4 inches wide, or 3 inches wide, 4 inches deep. It's got a 6.6 foot long cable. I said 2 meters originally, so that's the conversion. And it's very simple. It's got a mute button with an LED indicator and then the volume control. So we've gone over all of that. So that's basically it. And just over the specs, so we can talk about that quickly here. It's a condenser microphone. It's a cardioid polar pattern, which means the sound's going to come from the front, and it's going to try to block the sounds on the back and the sides. Frequency response 50 to 17 kilohertz. Sensitivity -20, ±2 dB. Signal noise ratio more than 55 dB. Power supply, it's provided with the USB cable. It's 5 volt. And output connection is USB 2.0. And that's it. And you can see the suggested price on here, $24.99. I think that's what they go for on Amazon. I'll have the Amazon affiliate link there so you can check that out. So there you go. That's a quick overview, and let's get into some actual real testing. You've heard it now, but you'll hear it in some other scenarios as well. All right, you've had a chance to look at the specs that were provided by FIFINE and what you find in the manual and on their site. Let's actually go ahead now and plug it in. So overall, the build quality is decent. It's you aren't paying that much. The gooseneck rod here is metal. The rest of it's plastic. It's not super heavy. I don't know if that'll be a problem with it getting knocked over. Yeah, I think it doesn't have much weight in the bottom, so that could be an issue. If you're not touching it, if you're staying away from it, shouldn't be a problem, but otherwise. So we're gonna plug it into a Mac here. This is a Mac Mini. Should be the same for a PC. Basically, you got a USB cable, and it's got 2 meters, which should be good to get to the back of a computer if you've got it far away. And we'll actually plug it in right now, real time, and try it out. So here's your cable. It's got good length. Set it up here. Plug it into one of my USB. Right, instantly you see it's got the light on there. So it's got a gain control or a volume control. The knob is pretty plasticky. Not sure if that would take heavy use. Just being honest with what I'm feeling and what I'm seeing here. So, and it's got a mute button. Turns to red when it's muted. I do like the mobility of this. You can flex it. Let's get into some quick sound tests. Right now I am using a microphone on my camera. It's I've got a Shure lens hopper, so we're going to be bouncing back and forth between the camera, audio, and this one. So I'm going to load up something called GarageBand. GarageBand is a digital audio workstation that's built into Mac. I will start a new track. Interface, USB, PNP audio device. That's what it shows up as. I will choose that. Create an empty project. Microphone, input 1. Create. Sorry if the audio is not picking up well. I'm turned away from, this is a directional microphone, so if I'm not facing directly at it, the audio cuts down. All right, let's try something. Usually I just like to read the specs. Okay, right now you're probably getting nothing. All right, I've got the volume all the way down. I've got it set to mute right now. I will just read some of the specs on here because that's usually what I do. All right, so for the video, you'll be hearing uncompressed 24-bit wave audio. So there's no compression on that. You're getting exactly what it's recording. 2, check 1, 2, check 1, 2. All right, I've got the volume, peaking there. I'm gonna bring it back down, bring it back down. All right, I've got the volume set at about 50% and I'm sitting away from it. I'll do a couple tests, something I like to do. Pop test, see if this windscreen does anything. Also tap the table, see what kind of noises it picks up. Just the kind of stuff that you're gonna do anyways, and you'll know if it's gonna be something that's gonna bug you or if it's something that you don't really care about. So right now, like tapping the table, clicking on the table that this is installed on. So I don't know how that's picking up. I won't know what this is going to sound like till after. You're gonna have to let me know. Again, I'm looking away from it. Okay, so let's just do a little pop test. I see it peeking out there, and I don't really expect it to have a good windscreen. It is, do they have a picture of it here? It's a cardioid microphone, condenser cardioid. So it's supposed to pick up better from the front and not from the sides. So you let me know what you think. I'm talking through the microphone right now. How does this sound to you? I will max it out. So now the microphone is completely maxed out. I'm speaking at a lower volume. If I do go back far enough from here, how does that sound? Is that peaking out? You let me know. I guess I'll know when I look back. So it's at max right now. I'll mute it for a second. Back on. I'll put it back up to 50%. And we will bring in some guitar. Like I mentioned in the intro, this is not designed for audio. Not for audio. This is not designed for music. However, maybe you're somebody that's just getting into YouTube or you're doing a podcast and you just want it to add a little bit of music to something. So I'll mic up the guitar and then I'll try miking, singing and playing at the same time. Okay, hopefully that gives you an idea of what it sounds like. If I try to sing and play, again, this isn't something that you necessarily would do, but why not? Let's try it. I like to be voted off this island so soon. You can see it's a little bit too loud, so I'll bring down the volume there. I'm going to start at about a quarter of the volume. I like to be voted off this island so soon. I wish that I could find something exactly like you. So there you go. Just a quick test. All right. So you got to see all the specs. You got to hear it with speaking. You got to hear it with a little bit of guitar and singing. Something that maybe you want to do with it. Maybe you're not sure if this is the right kind of thing. They don't advertise it for that. Again, they advertise it for podcasting, for gaming, and for YouTubers. So I'd like to hear what you think about it. Let me know in the comments below. Leave some feedback. How was the audio to you compared to the compared to the Shure microphone that I'm using on my camera? That's really the only comparison we're doing. What do I think overall about the microphone? I like the idea of it. I think it probably could use a little bit more weight in the bass. If you're not going to be moving it around, it's okay. It will tip over if you do kind of knock it. Maybe that's not an issue for you. It's just something I thought I'd mention. Except for the arm, the rest of it is plastic, so that's something to consider. I mean, the price is pretty low. It is considered a low budget microphone, so I don't think you can expect solid metal in this kind of price point. So I think for what it is, it probably looks like it's doing the job. It plugged in okay. I had no issues with the installation. There was no drivers to install. It just, in the Mac, it just installed and recognized, and it worked right away with GarageBand. So that will do it for this video. Again, I'm Landon. This is Lando27 Tech. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. Click on the like button. And once again, I'd like to thank FIFINE Technology for sending out this K052 microphone to check out. If you do want to buy it, I have an Amazon affiliate account. When you do buy something through an Amazon affiliate link, I get a tiny percentage of that. It doesn't cost anything more to you. All right, again, Lando27 Tech. That's going to do it for this video. Take care.